Hello everybody and welcome to Soul Show. My name is Soul and today I am reviewing The Promised Neverland. And when this anime came out, I did not watch it. I just got around to watching it now. And it's a actually very lovely show. I caught like the first like 2 episodes, I think, a year ago. And it was one of those shows that obviously stick with you. I don't know why I didn't watch it at the time, but I finally got around to it and I loved it, man. This show is about a group of children who all live in an orphanage, and it is spookiest orphanage you can imagine. It's a very, it's like in the middle of a, like, random foresty area. There's no other signs of life. The kids just kind of mysteriously get picked, and then they disappear. If there was an orphanage in purgatory, this is what it would look like. All the children just wear the same things, and then you find out this big spoiler, and if you don't want to get spoiled for just something that happens in the first episode, then please move on, because I'm about to spoil the first episode. You find out that they're being raised to be eaten by monsters. This place is being used to farm children. So the 3 main children, the 3 smartest ones, the reason they haven't been chosen is they have the best test scores. So once they become a certain age, they're being sold for like a high bargain, like high-end meal. I guess their brains are the tastiest, and so the ones with the good brains are the ones you want. Only the best, the richest can eat those children. This is a fucked up show, man. So you're following these 3 main kids. One is kind of like a moopy, edgy kid, but he's smarter than he seems, and he's always got these plans in the back of his mind. And then there's kind of like our Gryffindor Courage of Light girl. She's a little bit more chipper and she's gonna get stuff down and she's a good Girl Scout. And then there's this white-haired kid who's kind of like, you don't really know what's going on with him. He seems a little distant, a little collective, but sometimes he's willing to just, bam, hit those one-liners, creepy smile, something like that. You don't know what's brewing in the back of Norman's mind. I guess I can just compare him to the Norman of Bates Motel. And that's our show. We learn a lot more about the mom, the caretaker of these kids at an orphanage. She's very much the main villain, and she does a great job of it. There's other factors that come into play. Despite, you know, that this concept doesn't sound like it can be carried out for a 12-episode anime, it hits. Like, there's enough cliffhangers, there's enough things to make you keep watching, and there's a big satisfaction ending. Again, there's probably going to be a season 2, but if it ended the way it is now, I think it's a pretty good ending, man. The show's animation, however, it's not anything special. Like, a lot of the character designs, like, some of these kids are just fucking ugly, man. But at the end of the day, it takes place just in an orphanage. Like, it's just a house in a forest. They don't, like, do anything super spectacular with that. And there's some Sakuga that's actually pretty good in there, but most of the show, it's just alright looking. The opening fucking slaps, though. The opening and the ending is pretty good too, but the opening slaps. Again, this is one of those shows that's really gonna hook you. It's really gonna have this big epic plot story, and the characters you're gonna root for. There's gonna be some twists and turns. Some people are probably gonna die, and you've probably been on this journey before. I know I have. I'd compare it a lot to like shows like Erased and stuff like that. As far as horror anime, a lot of the times they're a little bit too over the top for me, but this is like the right amount of like a suspense thriller, like Stephen King-y kind of story. This is what I want from more of these psychological horror anime. I want to be thinking, but I don't want to be grossed out too much. I want to be left in the dark, and I want the characters to actually have real meaning behind them and actual arcs, and then when they die, it's not just for the sake of killing off characters because it's a horror movie or whatever. I like what this show did. I can't wait for season 2. I'm gonna give The Promised Neverland an 8 out of 10, and I'm probably gonna read the manga at some point, hopefully. I heard it ended, and I'm interested in seeing where it takes these characters. So, thank you so much for watching as always, guys. Let me know what you thought of The Promised Neverland down below, and until next time, with that, I leave you.